Hey, what's going on, guys? Alex Ray is here, Point Fighter Live. We're gonna have an awesome show today. We're gonna be talking about, the post. We're doing the post show for the Memphis Open, and it was a great event. And last weekend was a great weekend for sport karate. There was some great tournaments. We're gonna have the post shows for all the events this week. Guatemala, Memphis, and Kansas City. Point Fighter approved events. It was a great weekend for us and great weekend for all the tournaments and competitors. A lot. It shows how big the sport is growing, how much the sport is growing and professional. All the events were professional and they're all growing and they're on the same weekend. And like so many competitors were competing at the same time, and I love it. So if you're joining us, thanks for joining us. I'm gonna give us a share right now. Tonight we got PJ Clark coming on the show. Riley Rhodes is coming on the show as well. They were winners at the Memphis Open. And also Joy Perry's going to join us, the promoter of the event. And it's a great event. Now, I'm going to give it a share. Give us a share as well. Give us some power. Boom, boom, boom. And then we're going to get started. And we're going to bring them on. They're already on the line waiting. Give us a share as well. Okay? All right. So, great event. ASG sponsors our event. They had a booth there. Kyle Reed had a booth there, and it was awesome. Support ASG. If you have a tournament, you could have an opportunity to have ASG there too. Kyle Reed has booths all over the country, and he's even gone overseas, right, to Scotland with a booth there. So either way, support ASG. They're a great company, and they're sponsor of the show. This week we got Louisiana Pro-Am, 3 more events. That's in New Orleans. I'm going to be at this one. It's going to be great. And I was there last year. I enjoyed myself. And it's going to be awesome. We're going to have coverage from there. Also in Clearwater, Florida, Walter Evans, School Survivals in Clearwater, Florida. Beautiful Clearwater, Florida. That's Point Fighter approved as well. And the only NASCAR World Tournament on the West Coast, Compete Nationals. That's going to be an awesome event. It's been 32 years already on the circuit, and a lot of talent out there for everybody. A lot of, how about those guitars? Those guitars are classic, and it looked like there was a lot of guitars out there, right? Like, man, that's a great award, and I think I saw at least 8 or more people win it. So that's a very unique award right there that you could have forever, right? I wonder if anybody that won could play the guitar. That would be really cool, huh? That would be really cool. Let's see, maybe Riley could do it, right? I wonder if she has it. I have a feeling Riley could do it, and let's see. I don't know if she has a guitar with her, but that would be cool. Imagine her playing or somebody playing the guitar. How about Cameron Dawson? Great seminar, and you saw a bunch of pictures. People posting about his seminar, how cool he is, and I know firsthand he's on TD Power. He's a teammate of mine. He's a great guy. And if you guys have a tournament out there or a school, you want to get a seminar, it's a great experience right there. Hey, we're gonna keep talking about the winners as well. We're gonna just keep scrolling through the pictures, but I don't want to keep the guests waiting any longer. So let's bring them on. Let us know where you're watching from. There you go. We got Texas. What's up, Elizabeth? Yes, Power. What's up, Jalen here, Jordan, Power. Daniel, Willie, thanks for joining us, guys. Power, baby. All right, let's bring on Joey Perry. We're gonna PJ Clark and Riley at the same time. Let's just bring them on, and the champions, some champions of the event. Okay, wait. Joey is coming up now. Let's see. All right, there we go. Hey, guys, what's going on?
Nothing much.
Hey, what's happening, man?
Oh, yeah, there you go. Okay, I thought I lost you there. Okay, how's everything going, guys? Congratulations on winning the event, and it was awesome. Awesome event.
Thank you.
So congratulations to you, Riley, PJ, and Joey for a great event.
Thanks, brother.
Much.
Hey, so Joey, the tournament looked even bigger than last year, right? It grew a lot. It looked like, and it was packed in there, right?
Yeah, man, our overall attendance was way up from last year. We had actually almost twice as many spectators there. So
Wow.
seating was at a premium, which was a good problem to have, you know. Competitor base was strong. We had great competitors from, I think we wound up having 18 different states represented, which was awesome, you know. So Memphis, like I said last year, you know, Memphis needed to get back on the national scene, and what better way than a strong regional to help it grow into even bigger. And now it's kind of become a mini national, just as far as the representation and the level of talent that was there. So, and Cam came in and was amazing to everybody, and he fought, you know, he competed, and it was truly a great day. So much love to Memphis.
Yeah, it was a great day. And PJ, how'd you enjoy the event?
It was great. It was really fun to be at. We had a great time. I saw a lot of youth competitors, older competitors having a blast, and it was just overall really fun. It was great.
Yeah, hey, now you won. Oh, yeah, how about the trading cards? The trading cards looked like it was a hit. You know,
Man,
you
they
guys had
were.
the Pro
Those
Mac
were
trading
those were
cards.
fun.
You guys had the Pro Mac trading cards and you know, the Point Fighter trading cards. And
Yeah,
that
and
was awesome.
let me say they went over like gangbusters, man. We did a lot of different things with it. You know, PJ, you know, he was lucky enough to have a you know, a Point Fighter and one of the Pro Max, and we had a lot of legends that we did through the Point Fighter cards and the
Yeah.
Pro Mac regional. Some of those champions, and people just were ready to get them and collect them, and we gave them out to some of the kids divisions from the winners, and then we sprinkled some around, and we surprised people with some handing, and some of the kids were excited, like, oh, I got a Master Eubanks, or oh, I got an Avery Presley, or oh, I got a PJ Clark, or I got a Cam Dawson. And you know, being able to have that, it seems like not that big of a deal, but it was. It's a nice little touch, man, and
Yeah,
I
it
think a
is.
lot of
It
people
is.
liked it.
Yeah, that's great. And seeing everybody, you know, signing the autographs and stuff, that's really awesome.
Yeah.
I love seeing that because, you know, it brings out, you know, you could see that, you know, they're athletes, they're being showcased. And then the kids getting the autographs have somebody to look up to, right?
That's right.
Especially they see it on a card and then they want to be on a card one day. So, you know,
Me
it's
too.
great. Yeah.
I can't make my own card though. You know, one of those days.
Exactly. Hey,
We'll put a card in for you, Mr. Perry.
Thank you, ma'am.
Hey, so Riley, you won the women's division, and you're how old are you? Is this your rookie year now?
Yes.
In the adult division.
Yes.
Yeah.
I will be turning 18 in May.
That's awesome. So how many tournaments have you fought as an adult?
This will be my first one as an
This
adult
is
in
your
the
first
tournament.
one. Nice.
Yeah.
So you're 1-for-1.
Yeah.
You're 1-for-1, right? That's
100%.
100%.
Yeah,
right?
100%.
100%. Hey, but I saw you with 2 guitars, right? Did you win both of them?
Yes, I won one in the junior open weight, and then I moved up to the adults because
Wow, that's
there
cool.
wasn't a lot of people in my division, and so I wanted to move up and see if I could get some competition. And so,
hey, that is
got 2
awesome,
of
and
them.
that's very cool that you know, the tournament allowed it too, right? Where you can move
Yes.
up.
Yes.
There's
She
some
fit within-
organizations that don't let you do it, and some do, and that's cool that you could do that. You know, like I know
Yeah.
sometimes seniors, they want to compete at both their senior division and the regular 18 and up division, or like, you know, and that's pretty cool that you could compete in the junior and the adult. So that was
Yeah,
pretty
and
cool.
that was her only time to be able to do that, and
Yeah.
you know, we had that conversation at the event because of her birth date. You know,
Yeah.
following the NASCA and the Promac rule,
Right.
if you're before the cutoff, you can move up. And you know, we've had conversations about this, and nationally they talk about it. And
Yeah.
you know, for somebody that's so talented like Riley, that you know, for the last year of competition, waiting to move up, and probably good and strong enough to move up. I mean, you and I did it when we were teenagers, but it's a different era, you know, and
Yes.
that's the big debate. But she got very lucky to follow the rule, and you know, where, hey, you know, if you want to move up, we want you to move up, but you can't go back down. So welcome
Yeah.
to the big league. And she went in and did what she needed to do. Very impressive.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm ready for it.
Hey, they're asking for judges cards. That's your mom, right? That's your mom.
That's my mom. Yeah.
Judges.
She wants a card, man. Just put me
Hey,
on a
judges
card.
are people too, right? Yeah. Judges matter too. Hashtag judges
Oh
matter too,
yeah,
right?
Right. Let's
Hey,
judges are
start
a
that.
big part of the
hey,
tournament.
that's a good
Everybody
one
thinks it's
right
the
there.
competitors.
Yeah, that's it. But a lot of the judges were competitors too, right? Great competitors.
Yes.
Yeah.
So maybe you'll see that on the next set of cards. Hey, so talking about PJ, man, you've been becoming like Mr. Big Time right here. You know, I see you on flyers. Um, the NASCAR award banquet, and
Sir.
just you're doing your thing, always winning. And how old are you now, man?
I'm 15.
15. Nice. And you won which division? The weapons?
Both.
Both.
Overall weapons and overall forms grand champion.
Nice, man. Nice. Hey, and man, you've been like on a roll. It's kind of
Sir.
like, you like I keep seeing your name popping out since like last year, right? Like I'm more into the fighting side, but when I see a forms person popping out like that, that means that they must be super talented. You started out. Your instructor is Joey, right? That's
Yes,
your
sir.
guys are. You started. How old were you when you started?
I was 8 years old. I
8
was
years
8.
old. Nice. And when did you? When was? How old were you when you went to your first tournament?
I went to my first tournament when I was 9, and it was really nervous. It was a scary time. I didn't
Oh
know
yeah.
What
what.
rank? What rank were you at that time? Were you a beginner?
Yes, sir. I was a white belt.
Nice. Hey, and Joey, when did you start seeing, his talent being like national level talent in him?
You know, national level talent. I thought by the time he was an advanced belt, by the time he hit red belt with us, I thought that obviously the attitude, the work ethic, all those things that it's going to take to maybe become something. I saw it, so that I encouraged him and encouraged the parents to, go check that out and let's go, because on the state level, by the
Yeah.
time he was in advance, he'd already won state for the last couple of years. Had been to a few little overly regional events and done really well. I just thought he was ready, and of course, the year he was an advanced belt and got the taste, he won the Battle of Atlanta
Yeah.
underbelt grands that year and became kind of the face of Promac that next year, and
Yeah.
that kind of opened the door, but he earned it.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, for sure. He's been and you could see he's becoming that major superstar in NASCAR as well. Hey, so what's been your best tournament like that you've won what's been your biggest accomplishment out there so far in the sport, like nationally, you would say?
That would probably be at the New England Open. It was my
Mhm.
first overall black belt grand championship,
Yeah.
and it was new, and I had a great time at that tournament. It was really fun. Glad I got the championship. That was a plus. But it's just all about the good sport, and if you have
Yeah.
fun, it's all
That's
about fun.
great. That's great.
Well, me
Hey
and Finn.
Riley, how about you? Your mom Donna Rhodes, right? She does karate too, right?
Yes, sir. We have our own school
You
in
have your own
Tennessee.
school? Wow, nice. So you've been doing it since you were pretty much walking, right?
Well, I started out when I was 8, and
Yeah.
my mom actually started teaching me before she was a black belt, and so we'd have to travel all the time to like go to testings and stuff. But I was like, Mom, I want to do karate. I want to be like my sister. And so she said, okay. And she started looking around. There was nothing that she liked. So she said, I'll teach you. And so
Wow, that's
when
cool.
I was I had probably just turned 8. So
So
it,
that's when it all started. That's when it started
yeah.
for when because you wanted to do karate, and then your mom was like, okay, there's nothing around, and you're like, okay, I'm gonna teach you now. And that so she didn't have a school at the time.
No, it was just me and my brother and a couple of his friends. There were like first 5 of us.
Wow, that is cool. And now you guys have a full school.
Yes,
And
sir.
do you help teach as well?
I do, yes.
Nice.
I do
Wow.
sometimes.
That is great. That's great. Hey, so you're young. You're pretty much a rookie. Now, what are some of your goals that you have in sport karate? Like, do you want to win a national tournament in Grant? Outside of the area, or what are some of your goals for the sport?
Yeah. I would say some of my goals are to win, but I think for me, getting the opportunity to perform on a national level and be recognized for the hard work, I think that would be amazing. And like on top of that, if I were to win, it would be
Yeah,
amazing. I'm
that's
really
great.
looking I'm looking forward to fighting some of the women. I've watched them through the years, and I'm like, oh my gosh, they're so cool. And so learning from them and then fighting them, I think it's going to be really awesome
Yeah,
to
that is
just
cool. So
do
who
that.
do you look up to? Who do you look up to that you're like, oh man, that you watch them and then you're gonna end up fighting them? Who are some of those people?
Oh, I would say, is it Miss Gina Thornton, and Morgan Plowden.
Oh yeah, those.
I trained with Morgan since I've been watching her since I've been about a yellow belt, and I was like, she's so cool, and I'm like, I want to be like her. And so now that I'm in the age division, I'm like, oh man, I gotta fight Morgan Plowden one day, and so I'm really hyped for it. But it's still like that sense of like, oh, I'm so scared, but I think I'm really going to enjoy just
Yeah,
the
for real.
experience I'm gonna get.
Yeah, I remember that thinking. Now that you're saying that story, I'm thinking about when I fought Pedro Xavier in 1997 in team fighting, and I was so nervous. And right before I fought him, I was like, "It's an honor to fight you," and he just like smacked me on my butt, and he's like, "Let's
Oh
go,"
yeah,
and we fought, and he
yeah,
was so cool about it too. After we showed so much respect, and it was awesome, and it was, I will never forget that when you fight somebody you look up to. The
yeah.
same thing with like the Brady's, Tony Young, and hey, so how about you, PJ? Your instructor, of course, Joey Perry. You look up to him. Is there anybody that you like to look at? Look up to in the sport that's in the adult division right now that you kind of like, are like, man, I want to be there like him or her.
Yes, sir. Jackson Rudolph's one of them.
Oh
Reed
yeah,
Presley's one of them. Cole Presley's one of them. All those guys are just really awesome. They're really cool. They've got they they're just really really awesome. Like what they do is great. What they put out for the sport is great. They're good role models for a lot of people. Older guys, younger guys, little kids. They're just really great role models. So
yeah. Hey, and you're on Competitive Edge, right?
yes, sir.
That's a team, and then so that team is a great team as well. And you guys are always doing seminars out there as well.
Yes, sir.
So that's really awesome. That you guys give back. And Riley, you're on Team Heartland, and I heard Team Heartland cleaned up.
Yes.
They did really good at the tournament, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
we did. We brought home, I don't know, maybe 5 or 6 out of the guitars. I
Wow.
brought home 2, and I
Wow,
had
that's
a friend who
great.
brought home
Five
one
out
or
of the
two.
six.
Every girl's open weight winner was a Heartland
Heartland
member.
girl, yeah,
That was very impressive, and they
yeah.
they
Hey,
they
so
look good.
who's the coach of Heartland? Who's the person behind that?
Uh,
Richard Osborne
Is it
Jr.
Richard? Yeah, it's Richard,
yeah.
right? I know that he's always posting about it, but like he's so humble that he's
Oh
Yes,
not
yeah,
these guys that's like I'm the man, like so that's why I had to ask that. Like, I kind of
yeah.
thought he was, but
Yeah, Richard's one of the good ones. He's a great guy, and he allows. There's so many people in Heartland that live in different areas. He's really great about encouraging them just to go compete, not necessarily making them go here, making them go there. Because as you mentioned at the top of the show, last weekend there was a lot of really good quality sport karate events all over the not just
yeah,
country but
yeah,
world. And depending on where you lived, it was a little easier to go to this or that and whatnot. And as long as they were all great, that's all that matters, because a good day is a good day for all of us, and Richard
yeah,
gets that. So he had representation at a couple of different events, and I think
yeah.
everybody did well.
yeah.
Yeah, man, it's amazing like how the sport's growing. Hey, and Promac, like this year, you guys have stepped it up even with the referees. There's
Yeah.
referee certification and like everything's really professional. How's been the feedback so far with that and that
Re-
from what you've seen?
really positive,
Hmm.
really positive. I mean,
I
There you go.
approve.
Thumbs
I
up
approve
by the
our
thumbs
judges.
up by the guests too. Yeah.
it, there you go. You got two competitors
Yeah,
telling you without any
they're
prompting.
they're good judges.
It's one of those things where you come from a different group, right? You may come from Florida or Wisconsin or Illinois or California or Arkansas, wherever, and we all have our opinion. We all have the way that we were brought up, but trying to base everything off the rules and make everybody more professional and make sure that rules are being followed and the consistency is there, whether we like it or not. You're not going to like every rule. I'm
Yeah.
not going to like every rule, but you have to follow the rules. And
Yeah.
we not only want judges that follow the rules, but we want judges that understand how to talk to the competitors, how to talk to the parents, how to be more energetic, how to make sure that fight is not about you, but you've got to control it. You've got to be on
Yeah.
top of it, and you've got to be fair and consistent, because you're never going to get it right every time. You're never going to be perfect as a judge. But being able to be consistent and treating each tournament like it's your own,
Yeah.
treating each ring like it's your own, makes all the difference as a judge. So I think we're really making a positive
great.
difference, and people are saying that. So we've had a great positive response.
Hey, it's all about education, right?
It is.
Like, it's all about education. Like, basically what you're saying, you
Yeah.
guys have everything, scenarios. There's so many different scenarios that a judge goes through. And like before it was like there's not like a guide to that. And you guys kind of have that guide. So
Yes.
that's awesome. That's one of the things that makes ProMac one of the top, leads in the whole country. If it's not the top right now. And you guys have a few NASCAR World Tournaments in there already.
Yes.
Dixieland,
Battle of Atlanta.
right?
Oh,
Yeah. So it's awesome. It's awesome. Hey, so what else? What else were some of the highlights of the event who you want to give a shout out to anybody? I know we talked about Cam earlier, and his presence there was awesome. Who else?
Yeah.
Michael Smith won double grands, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he did. So I mean, you had to go on Cam for just a second. I know he's a little shy, and everybody.
Yeah.
Cam's personality is amazing at those events, and not only is he obviously one of the top guys in the world right now, but the way he treats other people. I said something online yesterday about it, but I think the reason that he continues to grow with fans is because how he treats everybody, no matter who you are, and he's very consistent with that, and very, very humble in that. So he was a hit. We had over 56 people register for his seminar on Friday night.
That's a lot of people.
It was awesome, and everybody walked out of there with smiles, and they felt like they learned something. We had people that came from all over for it, and then that day he fought, and of course he cleaned house on Saturday. But everybody enjoyed competing with him. So he won open weight grands overall. But like you mentioned, Michael Smith out of Indiana, he's a Kataro sponsored young man. He won forms and weapons grand. I think that was his first time doing double grands. So he had a big day. He looked good, looked sharp. We had Nash Hinkle out of Kansas. Nash has now won 2 years in a row, the 15-17 open weight black belt, beat some solid competition. Little David Hernandez, he's one of our Arkansas kids. I'd be, if I didn't mention him, he had a great day, looked good, won a lot of divisions. So we had 20 divisions that people could win guitars.
Wow.
And some won double, like Riley. So those guys and girls had huge days, and it was a great positive day for that, brother.
Hey, dude, does anybody here know how to play the guitar anyways, or not?
Just a little bit. Just a little bit. I don't know so much.
Oh, some, yeah.
I don't know if PJ can do that or not, but
Come on, PJ.
Can
Show us
you?
what you
Well,
got.
it's not really tuned, so
Yeah.
oh,
it's kind of.
I
bad.
think Justin Johnson from WKU was at the tournament. He lost to Cam in the final match. He would have won it. He said, "Man, I know how to play the guitar. I got to get one of those." I said, well, let's come win one, brother. So maybe next year.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
He won one last year. He has the one from last year.
That's right.
That'll be
Next
good
time.
to get a promo for next year. Get somebody that won it, that knows how to play. And
Yes.
boom,
Yeah.
that'll be awesome. That'll be awesome.
Maybe I can get Gibson Guitars to sponsor us next year.
Ooh.
Oh yeah. That'll be cool.
great.
Nice.
That'll be
Get some
great.
nice
Hey,
guitars in there. Yeah,
so
that'd be
what's the next event for you guys? Riley, go ahead. What's your next tournament you're competing?
My next tournament is the Arkansas Showdown in
Another pro
Russellville.
team. Yeah.
Yes. It's run by Mr. Garrett.
Oh yeah,
So.
Mr. Garrett. That looks like a great event. How about you, PJ?
My next tournament is actually compete internationals coming
Oh,
up
nice.
in about a week.
Have you been to that one before? You've competed there before?
Yes, sir. I competed there last year.
Yeah, that's cool. That's good. It's a nice tournament out there, and it's the
It is.
only, like I said, the only NASCAR world right now on the West Coast. And like I said, there's always like I like that tournament because it's kind of different a little because you get a lot of the West Coast people that don't travel out to the East Coast tournaments, right? Too much. So you
Mhm.
get like a little bit of variety. It feels like it has a different feel to it.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's awesome. Hey, so Joey, great event. It was awesome. You also have another one down the line, right?
Yeah.
You have one
The,
at the Arkansas Open, right?
yeah, there you go. Yeah, the Arkansas Open, and for this will be our 24th year of Arkansas Open.
Wow.
Started when I was young running tournaments, and we're moving it. It's been in the spring
Yeah.
for decades, but now we're moving it to September and working with the Pro Mac League schedule and really trying to make sure it's in a good spot, and it looks like it's going to be awesome. I had a lot of people that were happy about that move. So September will be Arkansas Open this year.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Thank you.
Hey guys, all right. Well, thanks for joining us. It was a great show. Congratulations
Yeah.
again on winning.
Thank
And
you.
you
Thank
know,
you
I
very
want to see you
much.
guys keep going and winning, and then let's see. Maybe you guys will be on another. I mean, Riley, you'll be on a card, and PJ, you already
Oh
are on two
yeah.
cards. So
Yes, sir.
let's see. Keep it up, guys. All right. Take care. Have a great night.
All right.
Thanks,
Thanks.
You too.
Alex.
Thanks everybody for
See you
joining
guys.
us. Tomorrow we're gonna have another show. We're gonna do the Waco and Casey challenge post show, and the next day we're gonna do the Guatemala WKC Pan American post show, and it's gonna be a great week. I hope everybody enjoyed the show. Thanks for tuning in. Power, baby. Woo.
Power.
Yeah.
Yes.